So I'm in a bit of a crisis. I've tried to reach the crisis centers in America, but they were all busy. The lines were all busy. Tried to reach the crisis case manager, and well, he was busy supervising all the other crisis case managers who were fielding calls that were all busy. Apparently, the crisis center was in a crisis. So here I am trying to reach the crisis center of America, and you haven't noticed, in case that America is in crisis. That'd be like the byline in the Fox News: America in crisis, 24/7. CNN: America in crisis. So anyway, I called the crisis center, trying to explain my crisis I was having while in America. And like I said, all the lines were completely busy and full. They put me on hold constantly, seemed like forever. They said, just hold for a moment, we'll be right with you. We're fielding other crisis calls at the moment, so just please be patient and hang on to your crisis. Well, don't hang on to it, but don't let go. Don't let go. Just hang on. You can do it. Hang on. Not to your crisis, but let go of the crisis. But at the same time, in the meantime, just hang on. We'll be right with you. So that's what I was told anyway. So I was hanging on, trying not to let it go, I should just let go. Just let go. Let go of the crisis. Don't hang on to the crisis, but hang on and hold on, but don't hang up, but just hang on. And I hate it when you're left hanging. Don't you just hate it when you're left hanging? Especially when you're in a crisis mode, on the commode. Yeah, that's a crisis. So hopefully the commode's working after you've eaten the pie a la mode. Well, anyway, I tried to get through, and of course the lines were continually busy, 24/7, and I did not get an answer. I was put on hold and put on hold and put on hold. So I got tired of holding it, and I had to let go of, holding it. So I let go of holding it, and that was a good thing. Anyway, so I called back later, and apparently I got through to the crisis case manager, and he said that all the people had gone home because they were just in a crisis themselves. And he said that they were probably going to be closing permanently. And then I volunteered. I said, you know what? Hang on. Yeah, you. I was told the crisis case manager to hang on. I told him hey, it's okay. It's okay. Your crisis center is closing. You've lost all your employees because they were in a crisis, trying to field too many crisis calls. I understand that. So hold on. Hang on. I'm explaining this to the manager. And he was listening because he was in a crisis now. And so I had to help him through his crisis. And I just said, hang on, hold on, let go, breathe, let go. But hang on, because I'm on the phone with you right now. So hang on, don't hang up, hang on. So I said, you know what? You probably need a crisis case manager now, because you're probably going to quit. And then the whole thing was going to close and fold. So I thought, you know what? Hey, I could run the center, and I could just man all the phones, and then you guys would stay open, and then you'd have a crisis center still open, and I could take all the calls all at the same time, and you could stay open, and then it wouldn't be a crisis anymore, because then you have a place that would be open for people to call, that I could answer the phone calls. I wouldn't know what to say, except probably I would say, hang on, hold on, don't let go, but let it go, but don't let go, but hang on. So that's what I proposed to him. And then he hung up. I guess he didn't want to hold on any longer, and he just let go and hung up on me. So then I thought, well, okay, I'm stuck in a crisis then, I suppose. So that's what happened. I couldn't get through. So anyway, if you're watching the debates, or we're watching debates, and you're debating if you should have watched the debates, you're probably aware and probably thinking that America's in a crisis, and the body politic's in a crisis. So apparently everything's in crisis all the time. It's just a crisis mode. It's a universal concept. Universal crisis. I wonder if ISIS would entertain the idea of somehow putting a stop to this crisis. Probably not. They're probably contributing to it. Okay, so apparently America's in crisis politically. We don't know what to do. So we don't know who to elect to stop the crisis. So we'll just hang on. We'll just hang on. We'll hold on. but we won't let go as a nation. We won't let go. We'll hang on. That's it. That's the answer. So, if you have any ideas how to stop the crisis, or put the crisis to rest, or you just want to cry, that's what people do in a crisis. That's what I do. I cry. Because that's why I call it a crisis. You get the connotation there? Okay, good. Okay, so maybe we should just change the word and call it drysis instead of crisis. That would be better. Wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. I think we'll call it drysis instead. Anyway, so stop watching TV, stop watching the news. Be sure to get out and vote unless you're in a crisis mode. Then don't do that. Or maybe write in a new candidate. I don't know who that would be. Probably someone who's not in a crisis. That can stop the crisis. So, those are my thoughts about, well, calling crisis centers of America. They weren't too helpful. Maybe it's different in a third world country. Yeah, you know, in third world countries, it's probably a thrisis, and not a crisis. Yeah, that's when you've got like more than one person, 3 people in a crisis. That would be a thrisis. And people in third world countries are always under a thrisis. Probably in America, the U.S. would be a eusis, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, those are my thoughts about crisis. And maybe just drink water. That way you'd be no longer in a drysis.